Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot, cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Crimson here, and welcome back to another video. Now, I know I've been gone for 2 months, alright? I should have been gone for 2 months. I keep taking these long breaks. I don't know why I keep taking these long breaks. But anyway, I am back again with another video. I am back, and hopefully I can get as many videos out as possible. But anyway, let's get right down to the new video. Now, unpopular opinions. Yes, I said I was going to start this series from like 2 months ago. I don't know why I've not started it from 2 months ago. Now, the whole point of unpopular opinions is to generate discussion, generate a bit of controversy, and overall, it just allows people to share their own perspective on the topic that I'm talking about. That's really the aim of unpopular opinions. I know I'm going to have some unpopular opinions that a lot of people don't like. Anyway, let's get right down to the first episode of the new series, Unpopular Opinions. Now, for the first episode of Unpopular Opinions, I'm kind of cheating, alright? Because this unpopular opinion actually isn't an unpopular opinion. In fact, it's actually a popular opinion. However, I've always wanted to make this video for the longest time. I said I was going to make this from months back, but I never got a chance to do it. But I'm making it. I don't care if I'm cheating, because quite frankly, I hate this game. But let's get right down to the first episode of Unpopular Opinions. So for my first unpopular opinion, it goes like this. FIFA Mobile is the worst FIFA game of all time. It is terrible. I don't know how anybody invests any time, including me, by the way, because I play this game a lot. I don't understand how anybody invests any time into this game whatsoever. This game's trash. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of effort. And quite frankly, I hate this game. Now, I know a lot of people are going to have this opinion because no one really likes this game. I mean, there are a few people that do really like this game. Some of the ratings, some say 5-star. I don't know why. Maybe they're drunk. Maybe they're on drugs. Maybe they live on cloud 9. I don't know. But anyway, I'm surprised anybody likes this game. Like, there's nothing good about this game whatsoever. Now, here are the list of reasons why FIFA Mobile is the worst FIFA game ever, and probably one of the worst games ever. I mean, this game just brings you nothing but misery. That's all it does. Here are some of the reasons why. Now, this list is not in any order whatsoever. But anyway, let's just get down to the first problem about this game. Now, the first problem about this game is the padlock. Now, I'm sorry, this game has quite possibly the worst in-game look of any video game, of any game in general. Because I've never come across a game where the padlock has been so bad that it ends up costing you money rather than making you money. Until FIFA Mobile. Now, the packs I'm gonna focus on specifically are the Team of the Week packs. The Team of the Week packs are fucking shit. You will not make any profit whatsoever. You might think, oh, Team of the Week, sure I'm gonna make profit on that. No, you won't, because the padlock is atrocious. You will never get a card that will make you any money whatsoever. In fact, if anything, you'll probably save more money and make more money not buying packs on this game than you would if you were to buy packs on this game, because it's appalling. The amount of times I've gotten packs that have cost me money is ridiculous. I could have saved so much coins had I not been opening these packs, because they're just terrible. Last year or the year before, the padlock was great. It was amazing. I got Inform Messi, which to this day is probably the best card I've ever packed. However, ever since that time where FIFA packs have been good, they've gotten worse. Like, they've gotten horrifically bad. And what's worse is there's a pack called the 50k pack, which gives you 1 player, and I think there's a pack that gives you 5 players for 250k. You will not make any profit from those packs whatsoever, so just don't open them. Those packs are absolutely appalling. On to the second issue, and that is this game is horribly pay to win. Like, horribly paid to win. Like, the level of pay to win aspects in this game is unlike any game I think I've ever played. Like, this is honestly the most pay to win game I've ever played, and probably one of the most pay to win games of all time. I understand that this game's pay to win, very pay to win. Every single mode that has been featured on this game is gonna have a pay to win aspect. I understand that, but this mode takes the cake. It literally just takes all the cake. As you can see, at the end of each mode, whether or not it's Retro Star Special or Golden Ticket, there's a chance for you to pack one of the best cards in the game. But the problem is, like I said, the padlock is so bad that the only way you're gonna get any of these cards is if you buy every single slot for you to even guarantee yourself the card. Now look, on the Retro Star Special, there's a 105 rated card, alright? Now, in order to get this card, I've worked this out, by the way, and you're gonna be stunned when you see how much it costs to afford this card. Now on the Retro Star Special, as you can see, we have a 105 rated Messi, which you think, okay, it's the most expensive card in the game. It's one of the best cards in the game, no doubt. So it should fetch a high price, right? But not this high. Oh no, no, no. In order to get this card, right, I've worked out all the maths. In order to get this card, guarantee yourself, knowing how bad the pack look is on this game, you will need to spend, wait for it, 31,000 FIFA points. 31,000. Now bear this in mind, 12,000 FIFA points on this game costs you £100. And to get this card, you need to spend nearly 3 times that amount. Now look, I've worked this out, and in order to get this card, in order to afford this card by spending all the FIFA points, in real world money, the cheapest price you can spend in order to get this card will set you back £264.
What? 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 What?
£264 for one card. What the hell? Listen, knowing that this card is 105 rated, there are people in this game who have literally every single card is over 100. In fact, over 105. Like some of the best cards in the game with all the legends have 105 at the minimum. Could you imagine how much it costs for them to spend in order to get that team? We're looking in the £1,000 bracket. I mean, that's just unacceptable. But it gets worse. It gets so much worse. Even on the golden ticket one, it will cost you the same amount. So for any special mode or for any game mode where there is a 105 rated card, it will cost you £264 to get the best one, to get the 105 rated card that's featured. That is a joke. Who's gonna spend £264 to get one card? Do you know how much you can do with £264? You can do quite a bit, but it gets worse. So in the actual retro room, where you spend a lot of retro points to unlock items, so such as training XP, player cards and coins, and arcade tokens, which you use to buy players in the arcade claw mode. Here's the thing, as you can see, there's a 106 rated card with the legend Perez, which obviously is one of the best cards in the game. I understand that. But in order to get this card, you would need to unlock the 2 highest rated cards in the retro room. So we're talking Heung-min Son and Frank Ribery, which are both rated at 104 rated. Here's the thing, okay? In order to get these cards, you will need to spend at least 12,000 retro points. At least 12,000. And that's just at the end. Imagine spending all of these retro points, unlocking all of these rewards just to get to the last 2 players. That's going to set you back a serious amount of money. However, it gets worse. Yeah, it gets so much worse. Because in order to get Perez, you have to unlock every single reward in the middle row, as well as getting the 2 cards at the end. Now guess how much money that costs. Guess. Have a wild guess as to how much it costs. I've worked this out, by the way. In order to get this card, you will need to spend 125,000 gems. That's 60,000 FIFA points. 60,000. Like I said, 12,000 FIFA points is £100 on this game. So in order to get this card, overall, in real world money, you will need to spend £500.
What the fuck?
£500. £500. Do you know how much that is? You can pay your whole month's rent with that money. Why does it cost rent money to buy one card? I'm sorry, it's just unacceptable. This is what I said before, and I'll say it again. I have never seen a game that is as paid to win as this game. It is absolutely appalling. I don't understand how people actually pay £500 just to get this one card. One card. That is ridiculous. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh well, the app is free, so what's the problem? Or people are going to say, just get good at the game. Here's what I've got to say to that. You are a bunch of fucking morons. It doesn't give a company the right to make some of the players spend at least £1,000 on in-game currency in this game to get some of the best rewards. I would rather spend money on a game with no in-game currency than buy a game for free and be loaded with in-game transactions after in-game transactions costing over £1,000. That is beyond a joke. Next issue, and that is the matchmaking. This game takes the title as having the worst matchmaking in the history of gaming. The worst matchmaking. I cannot even believe that they actually think this is fair. It begs the question, who actually tested this game? Who thought it was a good idea to approve the matchmaking on this game? Who thought it was a great idea? Now, I know people are going to tell me that you're in a league that is too high for the overall rated team that you have, and that because you got a lot of fans, therefore you're gonna have to face a harder team. But the level of unfairness with this matchmaking is unlike anything I've ever seen. How are you going to put me in games with players who have teams that are 30 ratings higher than yours? 30 ratings. That's not even fair. Now, this is probably one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem about this game, because a lot of people have been complaining that the matchmaking is unfair. But EA don't care, because to this day, they've not fixed the matchmaking. I know matchmaking has been a problem on this game for quite some time, but this game, FIFA Mobile 20, is the worst when it comes to matchmaking. This game is broken. It's got the worst matchmaking system in the history of gaming. There is no doubt about it. Look at this. Look at the amount of teams I have to face who are at least 20 ratings higher than me. Some are even 30 ratings higher than me. It doesn't just happen to me. It happens to a lot of people who are in my position where they don't spend a lot, if not any money at all on this game. But this game just isn't fair. Like, the game just isn't fair in any way, shape or form. I can't stress this enough. Look at the amount of unfairness within this game. 9 ratings, 10 ratings higher, 20 ratings higher, sometimes 30 ratings higher. It's just beyond a joke. It doesn't matter how many fans you have. Surely this matchmaking system can find you a team that will beat you, but not have ratings significantly higher than yours like this. The level of unfairness of the matchmaking system on this game is over the top. On to the next issue. This game is boring. I'm just gonna have to say it. It just feels far too repetitive. Now let me give you an example. Every single game mode that they've released has 3 ways you can earn coins or tokens or whatever you need, or points, stars, whatever, in order to, you know, unlock some rewards. So you've got the training games, you got the versus attack, and you got the head-to-head. Now the head-to-head match is a full game, a full online game versus another player. Versus attack is basically how many goals you can score on your opponent, and the training ground is just the training ground. You just practice playing the game. It's been consistently like this format forever. Ever since the start of this game, it uses the same format, which is a big problem, and it gets so boring so quickly that it just makes you not want to play the game anymore. Now, obviously, the training ground, you'll unlock the least number of points. And the versus attack and the head-to-head will unlock more points, but that's because you gotta go up against players online, so which is understandable. The problem is, it's like that for every single game mode. It feels like I'm just playing the same game mode, but with different cards, over and over and over again. And it just gets so boring, but the game's just far too boring and it's far too repetitive, and that's the reason why I stopped playing this game for a long time. They need to come up with something creative, because this isn't gonna work sooner or later. I mean, people have been complaining that the game's boring now, but they've done nothing about it. It's just the same mode with the same challenges over and over again with the same concept. It's boring. The next problem is my legacy. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people are gonna think, what is wrong with my legacy? See, that's the thing. Why is it there? Why is my legacy there? You will unlock all the rewards, like within, I don't know, 3 or 4 months of the game being out. So why is it still here when the game's nearly like practically over? Like FIFA Mobile 20 is coming to an end, and yet the mode is still here. Why is it still here? You've unlocked all the rewards. You can only unlock them once, by the way. So why is it still here? Like, there's no benefit to playing this mode. They need to get rid of the mode. The next problem I have are the controls. The input delay on this game is ridiculous, okay? But it's so frustrating, it can cost you games. The amount of times you either press the pass button or press the area of the screen where you want to pass it to, whether or not it's shooting, the amount of times input delay has cost you games because it will not react quick enough for you is ridiculous. Like, it's so annoying, the fact that you can lose games that you're meant to win because of input delay. And the input delay on this game is strong, like very strong. EA needs to fix the input delay on this game because the gameplay itself isn't great this year, in my opinion. But the input delay is what takes the piss. It's what drives me over the edge with the gameplay because it just costs you games left, right and center. On to the next issue, and that is hackers. Yep, that's right. There are hackers on this game. There's no doubt about that. But it's so annoying that there are hackers out there with bad teams winning every single game without fail. It's just so unfair. Now look, as you can see, 2 users by the name of Bread Eat managed to get 30 wins. 30 wins. They managed to get 30 wins with 78 rated teams and 68 rated teams. The 70 rated one managed to get a goal difference of over 1,000. Bear this in mind, in order to get number 1 and in order to get 30 wins on this game alone, you would need to have teams that have a team rating of over 135. Let that sink in. 135 rated teams at the minimum in order to get into the top 1,000. But these guys have somehow managed to get 30 wins with 1,015 goal difference and 930 goal difference just by having 70 rated and 68 rated teams. That's a joke. If that's not hacking, I don't know what is. But I've come across the most blatant example of hacking I've ever seen on this game. And coincidentally enough, it comes from the Player of the Month mode. The whole point of it is that you win as many games as possible in order to get the Player of the Month card. Well, I have in my possession the most blatant example of cheating I have ever seen. I've never seen it before. As you can see, the user by the name of No Hack Iron Pro, yeah, straight away, No Hack Iron Pro. What a bait name. His username alone tells you that he's probably a hacker. No Hack Iron Pro, yeah, definitely not cheating. He managed to get the #1 spot for the Player of the Month just by having a 77 rated team with 52 chemistry. Bear this in mind, that in order to even get the #1 spot on any Player of the Month, you need a team rating of over 135. In some cases, over 150. He managed to get 30 wins with just having a 77 rated team. But that's not the worst part of it. Oh no. Here's the worst part of it. His goal difference. I am not joking, this guy managed to get this goal difference. All you need to do is look at the goal difference to know that he cheated. Now, let me tell you what his goal difference was. So with a 77 rated team, he managed to win 30 games and get a goal difference of, wait for it, 1,282,726,713.
What the fuck?
Are you serious? He got a goal difference of over 1 billion. That's not even possible. Bear this in mind, you play 30 games. You have 30 games to win as many games as you can. So I managed to work this out. In order for him to get that goal difference, every game he would have needed to score on average, get ready for this, 42,757,557 every game. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, this is the most blatant attempt at cheating I've ever seen, because it's just so impossible to do. He needs to score a goal a second or a millisecond, not even a millisecond. I can't even be bothered with this. This game is so bad. Don't play this game, ladies and gentlemen. I will not recommend this game to anybody. And the final problem I need to talk about, the 120 rated matches on this game are far too difficult. Here's the thing. Some of you guys that play this game are probably thinking the 120 rated teams that you have to go up against are only difficult because by completing them you get the best rewards. But knowing how bad the padlock is on this game, what justifies you going up against a team that's 120 rated on the extreme difficulty, by the way? Extreme. Not even hard, not even normal, extreme. Not even expert, extreme. That's just blatantly unfair. People are going to tell me that some of the matches you go up against, when you complete all the matches, there's a special card waiting for you. That's what people are going to tell me. Here's the problem though. By the time you have the team required to even beat any of these teams, the card you get for beating all these teams is completely useless. Because you already have players in that position that are high rated and better than the card that you're going to receive for winning all those games. So where's the justification in putting 120 rated teams that you need to beat in order to get the cards in question when the cards are pretty much useless at that point? What is the point? It's just so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but the only way you can win and get the card that is actually going to be useful to you is if you're a god. Because like I said, by the time you actually complete the challenges and get the cards, they're completely useless. So what's the point? Overall, this game is just, it's the worst FIFA game of all time in my opinion. A lot of people are going to say FIFA 20 is the worst FIFA game, but I've not played FIFA 20. I'll be honest, I've not played FIFA 20. The reason why I've not played FIFA 20 is because I played FIFA 19 and it was so bad that I just refused to buy FIFA anymore. I'm not buying FIFA anymore because it's just shit gameplay, paid to win, some of the worst matchmaking I've ever seen, the worst matchmaking I've ever seen, hackers, and just shit rewards. That's all FIFA is. But anyway, I'm done ranting. I could rant about this game all day long, by the way, but I can't be bothered because this game is just fucking shit. Now this is the part where I give the game a score between 0 and 5. And spoiler alert, the game gets a 1. Now you're probably thinking, why does this game get a 1? Why are you not giving the game a 0? The only good thing about this game is that it's free. That's it. That's the only good thing about this game, because nothing else is good about the game. The game sucks. It's been your boy Crimson, and I will see you guys in the next video.